have decided to put in my notice. I will be officially unemployed. Oh my gosh. So much stuff.
Well, it's good to go through this.
I know, but
So,
you know what? I think some of the stuff Emma will fit now.
I don't know. It's a little small.
Shut up.
okay.
But I think that I was able to get about almost 200 pounds off.
Well, I'm going to weigh it, and we're going to see where you're at. So we'll put that at the top of the screen, how much weight.
So we'll do a countdown.
Yes.
Right?
A countdown. The 1,000-pound challenge countdown. It's 26 degrees out. And drifting snow.
Oh my goodness!
Just hang on, Em. Slide right off here. I want this leading edge to wrap around.
So I've been doing a lot of schoolwork today, and I wanted to come hang out outside and see what my dad's up to. Hello, what are you doing?
Just finishing up here.
Looks so nice.
Over here, here's where the work's going to happen for the steering.
Sometimes he's just not fun.
They transfer the energy from the tie bar 90 degrees to a strut that goes to the rudder. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, now I'm going to feed this through the linkage channel. Lift it up. Up. Right there. A lot of little calculations to make sure that the ram is mounted in the correct position. I'll show you the backer plate. Hey, compass, come on, get out of there. And look at that. Nice, shiny, brand new cylinder. Okay, yeah, it feels real solid.
Does that one go on the bottom? Check to see if it goes on the bottom. What do you think?
I think it's pretty good.
To get the wheel on, they had to put everything in the correct order, with the exception of one glaring error. The wheel's on backwards. Go ahead and give it a try right now. Look at that. It actually works. Where are we heading, people?
We're gonna go see Ron sailing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys, to new adventures.
Yes. We gotta get these engines going. Is it intimidating? Hell yeah, it's intimidating. But I'm gonna figure it out. I can't wait to pump this out. I mean, it's been sitting in there, what, 9 years? Seems to be running smooth. Okay, we'll just keep going. Need to get these tanks empty. Okay, to make this all work, I had to do a little bit of research. Okay, that was the last one. Whew.
So while Teal is securing the cables down below in the engine compartment, I'm going to be heat shrinking a ton of these for him.
Okay, this panel is complete now.
Good thing I checked my dad's work before he did anything too permanent.
Just a few minutes from firing these up. I mean, why stall anymore? Let's try this. Go ahead! Holy
I'm gonna admit, this is kind of giving me the feels. And this is the last time we're gonna go through in a long time. So that nostalgia is done, okay? After having a couple near hits, kind of whipped you back into reality that boating is no joke and you gotta stay on task at all times.
But look at this, people. we've started our journey. Saying goodbye to Seattle.
So we've been in this for about 5.5 hours and we hit the tidal currents perfectly. I'm kind of scared too. I don't want to see how close we are.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room. I trust you.
Okay, here's the monster that's gonna pull us out tomorrow. This whole process has been pretty interesting, actually. These guys know what they're doing. Our view is going to be different for a couple of weeks. Here we are in Port Townsend on the Hard, and we got a lot to do. Like butter. You could reach.
Barely, I'm on tiptoe.
What I need is somebody with little hands.
Small hand. Okay, Teal. What are you doing?
Okay, I need to glass in these cassettes. This bridge deck's going to take the longest. I mean, it's a ton of work.
It seems like you're getting there until you take a step back and you see everything that we have to do. What happened?
Oh, don't even interview me.
Somebody has a toothache.
We're getting it though. Another 6 feet. Try to get a layer on each day on these, get a layer on the deck stiffener, and get some sanding done. So, feels like Groundhog's Day right now.
Been on the yard for a few weeks now, and living on the Hard is kind of hard. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's tough. I lost my mom. And it's been devastating. Most of you know we had a family tragedy, and it put the boat projects on hold. I mean, at that point, it was all about family. We have 16 of these to eliminate. Some of these just were brittle. I mean, we just went to turn them, and look at this, just snapped in half. Lynn's inside here right now, prepping the interior surface. All smiles, how you doing? Okay, putting down the first layer here. Hand sand this all out, and then I can feel it, and if I need it, another skim coat goes on.
So we had a little emergency in the yard.
Hey Jenny, hold on when it gets like that.
I got it right here.
Okay, line it right up. Let's take a look at that.
Okay. His and hers.
Great.
This is not a small. Teal has been taping the boot stripe.
Getting tired of this already.
Alright, this is the moment of truth.
I put a nice bead of sealant on here.
Teal is almost done with this side with the first coat, but it is looking so good.
I know it's tough to make a video about paint and make it not boring, but to me, this is exciting.
This looks so nice.
It's like a mirror. 178. Done.
Okay, we're getting our first 8-foot length up. and I'm real happy with how it's going down. But I really need to start on these sail drives. It doesn't even measure. Kind of nice getting these painted up, isn't it? Well, I'm not gonna lie. That was brutal. I think I'm to a good point to put a barrier coat down. So, what do you think?
Well, first, good job. Man, this was a lot of work, but oh my gosh, it looks so good.
It was a big step, wasn't it?
I've been waiting for this moment for a while to put our graphics on.
Up and ready for the install here. I've been applying this Trilux every 6 hours. All that pitting that was in these sail drives before is gone. That protective barrier coat along with this Trilux, I feel real comfortable with these drives to have a long, long life ahead of them.
We are in crunch time because now we have a splash date. Splash date, T-minus 4 days.
One project I really wanted to tackle while we were on the hard is these dagger boards.
It feels good to get new bottom paint on.
Okay, next I'm going to put on the Kiwi props. Well, this is it. This machine right here is going to lift us up in a half an hour.
Hey, it's splash day. We're so excited.
We're floating! And do a proper renaming ceremony. Our name is official. Woo. Yay! A lot of things to do. Number one on the list is ground tackle. Okay, feeling good about the mechanical ends of our ground tackle. Our Rockna 25 seats perfect.
This is it. This is our first day at anchor in a very long time.
Tearing into the solar because we're not going to last too much without power. Done in 1 hour, and we will have solar. And I'm putting out 20 amps of power right now off the 500 watts of solar.
A few months back, when he tried to prank me in the shower, and I swore I'd get him back. Well, it's time.
Give me the binoculars! Jesus. The dinghy's gone. Get out here.
What?
The dinghy's gone. The dinghy's gone. Put it in. Try not to scratch anything on the way in. Lynn's going through right now, sorting out just boxes of hardware we've taken off. So we'll probably take off tomorrow morning, head up to Lopez Island. We did have an issue though with our starboard engine on the way up here. We were getting a little bit of steam, actually quite a bit of steam out of the exhaust.
So here we are, another day, another anchorage. We are currently in Fisherman's Bay on Lopez Island. This will be the backer plate for our jib track, and then these are the risers and backer plates for our clutches and winch.
You about ready?
Just give me a second. I just barely understand what you're trying to get.
It's pretty
No,
self-explanatory.
it is not self-explanatory. Okay.
Perfect.
We're still doing work, but it's different now because we're on the move all the time.
And it's raining. It's a tight anchorage here to snake your way out of. but we'll be fine. Just hooking it around the corner over to Friday Harbor. You know, we made it about, well, it was half a month off a dock, and our power was never an issue. Our solar was keeping up fine. My water pump has a hairline crack on the bottom of it. Luckily, we keep a spare water pump on board. But having a little bit of a weather event here tomorrow. Actually, they're calling for a gale. Okay, here comes the storm. It's starting to ramp up out here.
We're on the move again. It was really ugly. We stayed an extra day in Friday Harbor because there was a blow. And now that's over, it is perfect for us to head off to our next destination, which is Roche Harbor.
Boy, that Yanmar 3YM30, she's just humming along.
Went in there, got our application for our decals to come back to the country stamped.
That's right, we're leaving the country here tomorrow morning. It's kind of a nice walk through the forest with spectacular views all the way.
Come, a soldier who carries a mighty sword.
We have been on the hook here 2 days, and both nights were just calm and wonderful.
This place is really cool, but I can't wait to go to Canada. Wow!
We're clear.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, this is our home for tonight. We're already only underway for less than 45 minutes, and we're already almost to the northern tip of the peninsula. Okay, we grabbed our mooring ball here. It's high tide right now. I've snubbed it up pretty tight because look at this. Not much room here.
Taking Emma to shore to go hang out with some kids. You guys good?
Yep, bye!
Yeah, it's a gloomy day. It's raining, it's miserable. Guess it kind of matches my mood right now. After our last anchorage, we had some issues with a sail drive. Rollers for our Kiwi prop came in.
The water is way colder than Tuesday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Start working on deck hardware. Start laying this stuff out. I mean, that's why we're here. We're here to get the sails going. Go ahead.
Friends were kind enough to lend us a little runabout so we can get some errands done.
This'll work. Let's go. It's a stick shift.
Then we opened it up. It was just like Christmas all over again.
We killed the engines, flew our jib, and what's our speed right now?
1.4.
1.4 and 1.8 knots. So we are gonna just mosey along and enjoy this. What do you think, Em?
I could get used to this.
It's times like this when we're just anchored out at the end of the day and the sun comes out, everything's dry.
And you got a beautiful view.
I just forget about the cold, right?
And you got your handsome husband to share it with. Yeah. Cheers, honey. We're on the move once again. We left Canada and came back to the US. We are in Port Angeles right now. Sort of crash. Mega yacht just munched into everybody over here. What happened?
We tied up, we're getting ready to start taking on fuel, and something just...
I have this tank watch system. It's a WEMA Group tank watch system, and it's time to put it in. And there we go, it's on. We'll leave at daybreak and have a nice sail up the Strait of Juan de Fuca. So it'll be a chilly run, and we'll make it into Nia Bay right before sunset. We did have a situation though. Our our jib track. It let go with a big pop. Pretty successful day. We're about 60 miles into this journey today, and we're on the home stretch. Here we are, Nia Bay at the Macaw Tribal Marina.
Look at this. Look at this fillet. This is amazing. I love this place.
There it is. Looks like I got a good project. I thought we had a bigger window than this. I thought we had about 2-3 hours. So we had like 45 minutes. Got that track down in the nick of time.
I used some temporary nuts, and now we're going to cut them off and put those acorns back on.
You know, we have 10 dock lines now holding us to the dock. I'm glad I put them out. It is just unreal outside. Seems like they're hitting us in the middle of the night every night. This is 3 nights in a row. While we're in Nia Bay, they're having a tsunami drill. So we're participating. The sea lions aren't. The weather has been horrendous.
Looks like we're going to be here for a few more days because we have been battling these major storm systems. In the meantime, we're going to tackle something else that's really important, and that is our AIS.
Looks like our weather window to leave Nia Bay will be tomorrow morning. Beautiful day. Let's go.
I'm excited, and this is a big day because this is Emma's first trip out in the ocean.
Also a bit unnerving. All of this flooding and rain that we had last week, we're seeing a ton of debris out here. Okay, we got a log up under us right now.
Courier River on 22 Alpha, over.
We are updating our situation with you. We collided with a 40-foot log. So here's where we were getting the log out. We finally get it here, and we had to hove to for the night. And look at this path. It just held us nice and steady all night long.
We made a
family decision
to go back to La Push.
I was able to go from the bow all the way back to the sail drives and inspect it real thorough. I was pleasantly surprised to just see cosmetic damage. Gotta love those gales, huh? Boy, the weather here has been volatile. It's all or none in the Pacific Northwest right now. Okay, here comes that next weather system. I know weather's a big part of our life right now.
Come on up! It's really cool! We were talking to a local fisherman named Daryl, and we were getting to talk about fish, and I mentioned that I like steelhead, and look what he got us! I can barely concentrate on my schoolwork right now because I can smell my favorite breakfast being cooked.
Special day for Emma. It's Halloween, and she wanted to dress up and, you know, spend some time with other kids. So we're gonna stick around today. She's getting ready now on the boat, and we'll go trick-or-treating. And they have a little Halloween festival here in town in La Push, and we'll let her have her fun time tonight, and we'll head out first thing in the morning.
Here at the Secure Day Hall Station. This is United States Coast Guard Station, Floyd River. United States Coast Guard Station, Floyd River. Coast Guard Marine Information broadcast concerning the Floyd River bar conditions. Listen channel 22 Alpha, 157.1 megahertz. Out.
What a backdrop this is. I mean, just stunning.
It really is. This is the perfect sail after what happened the previous one. You know, things happen. We know that.
We made it in daylight hours. Made good time, had a big day, but we're now in Westport. We're gonna stay here a couple days, explore this town, and just kind of get caught up on a few things. So I got a couple projects I want to do. Okay, here they are. These are our new Harken 46 2-speed self-tailing winches. Now it's just a matter of putting this back together. You guys ready?
Yep. We're ready. Let's do this.
This will be fun.
Road trip.
Well, we made it back to Westport last night. Meanwhile, I'm out here just trying to figure out what project can I get done with these weather conditions. There it goes. One more project, a small one, but boy, gotta get inside and warm up. It's nice and toasty in the cabin, so I'm gonna do a couple projects on the interior today. We're working on our fresh water system. So let's take a look at the water closet.
Some say I'm a little food obsessed because while we're eating usually, I'm planning the next meal. How many gallons of epoxy resin do you think he has gone through?
The epoxy number, 54 gallons.
Dungeness crab, people. We have Dungeness crab.
We had to rebuild the sugar scoops, and in order to do that, I had to remove this boarding ladders. It's time to put those back on. See where this sits. Deploys nicely. Starting to flicker, so we'll get that replaced next. In fact, I'm gonna have Emma replace it.
I'm gonna be making homemade amaretto, and that's all ready to go.
Those waves must have been massive. Just massive.
Yesterday was my birthday. He has been hard at work in the galley, scrubbing it, top to bottom.
That's right. I know how to treat my woman.
This year it's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows for us.
Time of the year. We're going to talk about condensation. Weather's getting colder and condensation has been an issue. These fans are now 100% installed, and I have plenty of room to add a few more.
This one works. This one too. Sit. Down. Bang. Woo!
Hey, 2019 is
In the
books. Boy, looking back now, it was a blur, but we got a lot of things done.
We got a lot done, and I'm so proud of all of us. But 2020 is going to be even bigger because we got a lot of projects going on, and we're traveling at the same time too. So it should be pretty fun.
Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
Yes, if you guys subscribe or share our channel with your friends, it really helps our channel, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So please share our channel.
Come back next week to see another action-packed video. See you then!
Bye.
Bye. 2020.
Woo!